Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night and a great week, folks. Hope costs nothing. That's a fact. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow down 23, Nasdaq up 2, S&P's down 3, gold contract flat at $1,163.40 an ounce. Silver up 2 cents at $15.85 an ounce. Now, both gold and silver, folks, last Friday went lower, had an expansion of volume, yet not as, it wasn't heavy volume as to what it was going into. Today what we did, you got down into those levels, rejected price, went slightly topside, bottom line, gold still is building cause for higher price. Platinum down $5.50 at $9.96. You got copper flat at $2.35 a pound. Light sweet crude. Now, crude's going to be really wild watching this thing shake out. Crude was down 75 cents, $43.84 a barrel. Crude broke out the bottom of the consolidation that's been in for a month and a half. That's saying crude now wants to trade back to how it broke off the bottom. That number is down there at the $41 level. You had the Exxon pullback, Chevron pullback, all of the above. Chevron actually came back with volume. So that crude contract is going to be crucial to watch. That being said, well, and we'll pull this up, the heating oil contract, folks, which is diesel, which is jet fuel, which is for all you folks in the Northeast and Midwest, that's your heating oil. That looks like it's going to go break its lows, which is so cool because that breaks its lows. That'll be an ABC structure in the way down. You're going to have some very inexpensive oil come this heating season. Bonds. What do we do with the bond market? Bonds, 10-year up 5 ticks, 128.19. 30-year up 25 ticks, 157.30. Now, both the 10 and the 30, folks, rejected lower price, had lighter volume. Bonds continue to want higher price. The amazing part about this, of course, is that tomorrow starts the 2-day Fed meeting. We'll have an announcement Wednesday at 2 o'clock. We only have this meeting here and then December before the end of the year. You know, if you remember the last meeting, Janet Yellen came out, they didn't go up on rates. The probabilities on the last meeting that they were going to go up on rates were much larger than they are now and or December. And the probabilities I'm talking about is the Fed funds futures. So the Fed fund futures rate is given a 35% possibility that they'll go up by December. They're given almost a nil opportunity that they're going to go up this Wednesday. That being said, when you look at the bond market itself, it's like, that's saying they're not even going to go up next year. So this is going to be wild as to what they come out with in this statement, because you can look at this a couple different ways. If they're not going up on rates, why aren't they going up on rates? If they're going up on rates, this is one of these heads you win, tails you win, to me, meaning inside the marketplace. Because if they go up on rates, it's going to whack the market immediately. If they don't go up on rates, it's going to be free money, and does more free money push the market higher? Maybe. Or does more free money say that, okay, there's something that's laying out there that we have a problem with? We'll see. King dollar. King dollar down 308 ticks at 96.93. Now, King dollar, folks, went topside Thursday and Friday with conviction. You had the wide price spread, accelerated volume. That's saying King dollar wants to go after the August 7th swing high. In that context, what King dollar was actually trying to do today is get back in the lower trading range. Now, it had light volume, but if King dollar struggles to get to that August 7th high, that's going to be a big heads up. Now, what does that put together? What that's putting together is this. Wednesday, you can expect monster volatility in this market. The reason being is that when you look at where the S&P is, where I look where gold is, where I look where bonds are, and when I look where the dollar is, it's like, oh man, this thing is going to push up, down, and all around when that 2 o'clock announcement comes up. I mean, big time. Euro Euro is up 37 ticks at 110. The yen is down 44 at 121.03. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. Now, in the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do? You have a flat market out here today, which totally makes sense because of the amount of energy that was expended last Thursday and Friday. We are at 206.99 on the SPY. 208.28 is ICE. You know, we'll see whether we can hit it or not. The free Qs, as I said, the last hour, this is the most intriguing one, meaning this. We're at 112.85, and the high of the Qs is 114.39. The low of that high is 113.48. We have Apple that is going to move markets. That's coming out with numbers tomorrow night. What we had out here today is what? Apple on Friday goes from 116 to 119, and you did 59 million shares. Today we did 65 million, and it's selling off. What that was about, folks, is that you had one of Apple's suppliers, and the mind blower of this supplier is that when you dig into it, now this company is not a U.S. company, okay? It's Dialog, and Dialog actually is buying Atmel, which was a U.S. company. But when you pull this up, wait till you see this. This is crazy. And so when you pull up Dialog, they traded down $8.24 today. 5 million shares. They blew away a swing point. But that's not even the big deal. What blows my mind when I really start looking at this was that this company, their sales of last year was $1.2 billion. Their projected sales of this year is 1.4. But now what just happened is that they just missed their numbers. The kicker on this, though, folks, picture this. 330 million, 75% of that is Apple revenue. That is what hit Apple today. What that is saying, when they missed their numbers this morning, that is, well, I'm reading into this. When you read into that, that's saying, okay, Apple is not going to sell as many iPhones because, why? Because if that's 75% of their volume, that one company, and that's doing a monster ABC down, that's a heads up. Guess what? You go to the other, now let's go back to our own markets in the U.S. You go to SWKS, that was down 464, trading at 77. That's coming down with volume. That's another Apple supplier. That's saying that Apple is going to come in light. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks, and we come right back. Dow finished down 23. NASDAQ was up 2. S&P's off 3.5. We're going to be right back.